Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Ditch the gas station energy drinks and overpriced coffee. Cardomax Energy Intensifier will give you clean, great tasting, boost your day needs. What? Owned and operated by former Navy SEAL Sean Madsen. Cardomax Energy Intensifier is packed with B3, B6, and B12 vitamins, caffeine, and BCAAs to keep you dialed in throughout your day. Use the promo code Nooners to get 30% off your next 4 orders at Cardomax.com. That's Cardomax.com. Helping you achieve your max. Thanks, buddy. Here to help again. Here to help. The Booth Boys. Love you.
I like that name.
The Booth Boys.
Booth Boys, yeah.
Right?
In the building. Yeah. Me and Giorgio today.
Can't call you Pale Boys anymore. Dan's like has a lot more color, you know. He's like getting out.
Rob brings us all down. I think being next to Rob actually helps.
He's a white balance,
yeah.
right?
And he's about to walk in like 2 minutes.
Bob is a perfect white balance, isn't he? And he really messes everything up.
He does.
But he's going to be here soon. All right. So first order of business, it's me again. Sorry, everyone. It's me. I know you were hoping to have Ross Patterson here for the Ross Patterson Revolution, and then I would be the trusty little sidekick, but such is life, right?
We were going to insert for the intro Jesse Wiseman over Ross Patterson.
Over Ross Patterson. Yeah. Let's do it Thursday. You know, let's have some fun with it. I don't know. So anyways, Ross is fine. He is good. He is alive. He is recovering. He is improving. You know he's not going to come back to the show without being 100%. That's just not... Look, we're vain people, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's just like...
Yeah.
I can't really put it any other way, but he's fine, and you're going to have to just deal with me. So there's going to be more, you know, crime than usual and not as much sports. Although, what do you think, Bob? I mean, are the Braves going to...
Oh, man. Objectively, we're in the better position right now. And we blew a game. Last series as well, where I was like, fuck, that was huge. So, and then we ended up winning. So, these guys are about as resilient of a Braves team as I've watched in probably 20 years. So, if I was an objective fan, I would still feel pretty good about the Braves.
Okay.
Subjectively, I will be punishing my body with depressants all night while my wife takes care of the baby.
Okay. And that is tonight, right?
Game 6 is tonight. Game 7
You think
is
it's going to be Game 6?
I think tonight's going to be the last game.
Okay.
I think we have our best pitcher going.
Okay.
Yeah. We're in trouble if we don't win tonight also. I think they realize how serious it is.
Right. And before they were kind of like, let's just party, you guys, right? They were just like, this is fun. And now you think they're getting serious.
Yeah. You know, it's like they were at home. The crowd was cheering. They hit a grand slam in the first inning. This is great, you guys. It's so easy. Everyone should win the World Series.
Right.
Oh my
like
God.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Now they're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
All right. God damn it. Let's go.
Yeah.
So.
I secretly, you know, not secretly, but I want them to win, you know?
Your kids are Braves fans, right? Kind of.
Kids are Braves fans. Ross is really pissed that he's not, you know what I mean? That he's watching in a hospital.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, after how many years is it? 22, 26, whatever?
They haven't won in 26 years.
But they went to the series.
In 99 is the last time they went. 95 is the last time they won.
Yeah. And they've been getting close, and they've just biffed. And
yeah.
So, you know, I would love to see it.
That's all I want.
Right? And then you're going to get wasted tonight.
Yes. I'm going to...
So then you'll be okay Wednesday, and then we'll see you Thursday. Okay, great.
Yes. I'm going to be like... my favorite is going to be if they win and I'm shit-faced. And I'm like, babe, I'll hold the baby. Will you drive 7-Eleven and get me champagne?
They're not going to win tonight.
7-Eleven champagne.
They're not going to win tonight.
There was.
They're not going to win the night. They're not going to win the World Series. They're losing.
Really?
They're going to lose both games.
Here's the thing with Dan. He could be right, but
I know.
but he doesn't believe that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
he's
if
just
he
saying
really
the opposite of
if it wasn't just to be contrarian, like
if this was an
then it'd be if you were like,
I
no,
truly believe this.
No.
I will put money like on the Astros.
You put money on everything. That's still not an indicator of what.
you put money on everything. That's fair. That's fair. And I have gotten a couple messages from you guys, like give us updates, you guys, whatever. I think for my own, it's sometimes detrimental for what I do, but pretty private, right? As far as like, I think if it was the other way around and I was in the hospital, like Ross would be documenting every single.
We're doing a show from the hospital.
Doing the show from the hospital.
Yeah.
You're like making me do it, taking pictures of me in the gown. Like,
You're still on the show. Like,
oh, yeah.
There's no RPR without.
Oh,
Jesse.
I'm zooming like from awake or not. I'm zooming in, whether it's just me like sleeping.
Even in like a vegetative state.
Yeah.
You would still do the show.
I mean, you were what? You were editing one of the shows while getting like a pelvic exam or something, giving birth, or
right after.
Yeah, they were pulling out the placenta,
Yes.
and you're in Premiere.
Yes. And then he hands me the computer to edit.
It's content.
And then he's doing videos the entire time, like lifting the baby, like
Simba.
lying next to me, and I'm just like still fully in it. But anyway, so that's a little bit of the difference, unlike the people that we're going to talk about today, which just like, you guys know how I feel about Instagram. I can't say it over and over again, but I just feel like I don't know if it's being used for the craziest shit now. It's just gone, there's dead babies and, it's just too fucking much. So, Alec Baldwin, can we cancel him yet? The whole family.
I actually, he had some balls the other day. Did you see the interview he did on the street?
Yeah, and why did you do that? Do you know what I mean? Like, first of all. Secondly, like, I mean, he was telling her to shut the fuck up.
Dude,
basically.
hilarious. It was like, everyone needs to go. And he's like, I'll answer. It's fine. I appreciated his being like, I'll give you, like, I'm not going to run away from this. And as she was like, no, let's run. Remember when they found out I wasn't Spanish? Let's run.
Yeah, let's run. So that's obviously her instinct, which she did, which is let's get in the car, which she said. Get in the car and drive around, and you finally found some town in Vermont, right? He's laying low, but he's only tweeting out articles that say that it's someone else's fault, right? So they're just so unhinged. And so where are the PR people? Like, what the fuck is going on? Ilaria just, I think Giorgio pulled it up earlier, but she is using this opportunity to make it all about her. There we go.
You gotta just, even if it wasn't his fault, like, someone's dead.
Just lay fucking low.
Yeah.
Do you even know how to do that? Like when they say we're laying low, they're not though. Like they're so delusional of like, it's like me being like, I'm not wearing any makeup. It's like, this is me natural. It's like, you're fucking out of your mind. If you're like, I'm going to lay low, but I'm going to post every single second of my personal moments and how I'm dealing with this woman's death. Like, and making sure that I tweet out a bunch of articles about it not being my fault, right?
It's like, this hurts me as much as it hurts you to her family.
Yeah, I'm sure her 9-year-old son is like, sure, Alec, I get it. We're all in this fucking together, right? I just don't, this has to be the end, right? This has to be the last thing that we're cool with. If you go down the list of things Alec Baldwin is like, you know what I mean? Evaded. Ever since like calling his daughter a fucking pig. What did he call her?
Spoiled little pig or something.
Spoiled little pig. I don't know. And her as well. Like this weird little family that just is the worst, driving around with their kids, going to Vermont, going to little, they're still on the streets of Vermont. They're still talking to TMZ. They're still.
You gotta stay in the house.
Like, stay in the house. Like, do you even know what Ross has? Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's laying low, you fuck. Like, that's being like, hey, we're good, but you're just not going to hear from us for a while. Do you know what I'm saying?
I would like, so there's a decent chance, because he's being pretty chill with the family, that he gives them a big chunk of cash probably without a civil suit or anything. I would love a civil suit.
That's what I was going to say.
And I would love them to bring Ilaria up, because this would be relevant, I think, and ask her, what was going through your mind when you posted this? Because posting this type of stuff can be potentially, I mean, they could argue that it's like emotionally damaging to the family of the dead woman.
To the family. Yeah. Oh, for sure. This is all going to be put, and then anything he says, like, you're stopping on the side of the road talking about an ongoing investigation. Like, what? Do you know what I mean? So I just think we have to be done. We won't be. But you're right. There's going to be some kind of civil suit. You can't lay low. The investigation is not done. I mean, I personally have done, I've done 2 movies where I had to like shoot for real guns with a like armory person and everything. One,
was it range and werewolves?
It was range and 50K.
Okay.
It was just like we went out into the desert, whatever, and shot one day. And I literally like it just like went off. I mean, really, the trigger, if you have a real fucking gun, like goes off. Freaked me out. I only hit a watermelon, thank God. But like very low budget, right? So like that was obvious, very low, not even close to rust.
Right.
And then on range 15, it was like we were taught that we look at our own shit every single time. Like that ultimately it will be on you, right? So like
you were surrounded by gun experts on that movie.
Exactly. And so I even took it upon myself to go to do the actual training, go up to this place in Simi Valley, like do all this stuff. But with the armory was like, he was like, I'm going to do all these things. This is what it looks like. You need to check it before, you know what I mean? Like we're going to triple check for all over the place. So the fact that there was one live round in this gun is insane, right? But at the end of the day, like because I was told like on range 15, like you check this, I'm going to give you this. I have so many people that I'm giving guns to, whatever you need to also check. It would be on me a little bit, right? Is what I felt like they were doing. Kind of like you're one of the checkpoints.
The one time I worked with an armorer similarly on a movie set like that, they actually fired a round of the gun before they handed it to the person, whoever was there. Like they did one dry fire just to make sure that there wasn't one in the chamber. Because you hear about that all the time.
All the time.
Check the chamber. There's one in the chamber. Who allowed them to take this gun out shooting the night before? Which
a 24-year-old brand new armory girl that like, can we talk about her whole vibe too?
4 days before that, she shot herself in the foot with a blank.
Yeah. And did this interview where she was like, I'm just kind of winging it. And the haircut, the pictures that she's doing with I'm an armory. Are you? Do you know what I mean? We need to we do need to pick a picture of her up because now, by the way, she's laying low. Okay, Alec? Like, this is someone, right? That's her. I work with guns. Do you?
Well, her dad did, so
following
the family business.
Oh, God.
Nepotism.
Yeah, exactly. See how well that works out? It's the same thing with the Saints of Newark. There's no way that his son is the best person for the fucking job. No fucking way. It just doesn't work out that way.
That's why they limited his lines.
Absolutely.
He was in the movie,
Absolutely. It's like male pattern baldness or whatever. Like it skips a generation. Like you are never going to be, there's not going to be like Robert De Niro and then his son is like just as fucking good as him. Do you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work that way. But you still get in.
Are there any famous cases where the son is better? Or like the next generation is better?
Ooh.
I'm trying to think on that real quick. Like, who had like a famous dad, but like you like outshined him?
I guess Michael Douglas wasn't as big as Kirk Douglas, but probably as good.
I would say better, but just different. You know what I mean? Like the dad was very
Sports. Steph Curry's better than Del Curry.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah, sports, that makes sense because there's all kinds of stuff we're putting in the chicken
Ken Griffey
that
Jr.
like the kids are going to be better physically.
Athletic genes pass down. I don't know if artistic genes do. Yeah.
No, I don't think so because we can argue, right, that artistic genes come from some sort of struggle, trauma, you know what I mean? Having to work for it, be hungry, you know what I mean? So I don't think the spoiled kid, that never had to like...
Unless they're so spoiled that they're insane.
Okay. Ergo, like...
Macaulay Culkin?
Like what?
Macaulay Culkin?
No, because he grew up, his parents weren't famous. I don't know.
He was the famous one in that, I think,
but
right?
when you're so young and you just become insane from the wealth and the money.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying like that if you were this like a crazy son of like a rich actor guy, that maybe it could go full circle.
Brody Stevens. Who's the guy?
Chet Hanks.
Well, yes.
Yeah, Chet Hanks, of course, better than Tom. Scott Eastwood, obviously better than Clint. Yeah.
Oh, please. What a nerd. Talk about nerd. Gosh, none of the genes were passed down except for the looks.
Yeah. He looks like him. That's all that matters.
Oh, exactly. I mean, maybe a little better looking, but gosh, the talent and the coolness is just not there.
I can't think of a specific one whose parents were an actor, but just like people who grow up in like rich artistic houses and become insane. Like, say what you want about Lena Dunham, great writer, I think, for a while.
You. Or because Ross isn't here, I can agree with you and say she actually is fucking talented, right?
Or like Timothée Chalamet. Grew up in and he's probably a little fucking crazy.
Right.
People are saying Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. No, they're not better than Martin Sheen.
No way. I mean, I will say Charlie Sheen, different. There's some things that he can do better, but no way. Yeah. Their dad was the shit. Scott Conn, I was going to say that too. But James Caan's the fucking shit. There's no way. Armie Hammer, right? That's your example right there.
Yep. Grew up
in a crazy rich Smithsonian or whatever the fuck they did.
Yeah.
And he's an insane motherfucker, although he's not talented.
He's okay.
Now Winklevi, when he played the Winklevi.
He was great.
He was great, but... that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Everything after that was like really trying to make him happen, and it didn't work out. George W. Now, I mean, I don't know. Did I like George W. as a like fun time guy more? Maybe.
You'd rather have a beer with him.
Yeah, for sure. Gary Busey, who was Busey's kid?
Jake Busey.
He
might actually be better than, I don't know. They're both fucking crazy, so.
Yeah, that's true. Gary was fun though when he was before the accident. Sorry. But anyways, just I just think we need to be done.
I guess Schofield brings up a good point.
What's Schofield?
Josh Brolin.
Right.
James Brolin. Yeah.
That's right. And that's exactly your point, Bob. Because like he grew up with it, but I think he got into like some crazy Hollywood drug stuff. He had his own issues, which made him good.
Right. Well, Robert Downey Jr., just to stay in the Marvel universe, his dad wasn't an actor, but his dad was like a producer and director and shit.
Yeah, his dad was really famous, I think, for a long time.
But like behind the scenes.
Everyone
in Hollywood knew who he was.
Yeah.
Like if he walked down the street in Indianapolis, no one would recognize him. But everyone like in the industry was like, Robert Downey is fucking the man.
Freddie Prinze. I guess his dad is really funny.
Denzel's son's pretty good.
Shit, yeah. God damn it. You're right.
Even though that movie was terrible.
That's the one.
Which movie? Tenet?
Yeah.
Well, he's in a lot of other stuff.
I know. Tenet just sucked, though.
But he has so many like of the same mannerisms, too, of Denzel.
Oh, and he's fucking good, too.
Like
Malcolm. That's the one. Of course you were going to be one that shatters my whole thing.
Yeah, no. Malcolm and Marie, it's just like essentially him doing an impression of his dad.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Yeah, are you great because you're very much like Denzel, or are you great because you're on your own great? I don't know.
Also, no one knew he was Denzel's kid for a long time. Or at least
I like that.
Yeah.
I think those are the best, like, stories, success stories, is when they, like, don't take the name at all. They, like, try and you find out later, like, oh, shit, you know whose fucking kid that is? Like, that's the way to do it, I think.
And honestly, Ballers is his best work. Seeing him on screen with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is just a treasure.
Shut up. How was your guys' Halloween?
Had a good time.
Yeah? How many you had so many costume changes. It was like...
I had a few, yeah.
You had a few. Mm-hmm. You had a full weekend.
But I made the most of my Squid Game outfit, which, by the way, to the haters and losers, of which there are many, that said there were going to be so many Squid Game outfits, I didn't see a single one except mine.
Really? So I think that actually went full circle because they got ahead of it and like were preemptively making fun of you. And so all those people dropped off and you were like, I'm still fucking doing it.
People were too cowardly to go Squid Games because they thought it was going to be too popular.
Right.
But it was a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Absolutely.
And nobody did it except me.
You need to be brave enough to go with the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you held the line and ended up being unique. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Very interesting how that worked out for you. How was Baby's first Halloween?
It was good. He was a little dinosaur. We were Jurassic Park people. We were Dr. Grant and Dr. Sattler.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Kids came by, sat on the porch, having a beer and watching the baseball game as teens and tweens came by to get candy and shit like that. Also, I talked about this the other day. These fucking kids come up, and I got a bowl of candy, and we just bought like a mixed bag.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
sure. There's a couple stray Almond Joys in the back of it.
He went cheap. He didn't go full-size bars.
I
went full-size.
Yeah, I know. Well, we talk about this. You're a full-size neighborhood.
Yeah, you have to, right?
Yeah, once I get out to dripping.
Nancy McKeon's giving out, she gave out the ones that were like this fucking big.
Yeah.
Joe from Facts of Life, you guys.
Once we get out to dripping, we'll go full
Yeah,
bars.
yeah. Then you're going to have to go, especially where you guys are going.
Because at that point, the size of your candy bar is the size of your penis.
100%.
Yeah, you don't want
100%.
You don't want fucking Ted next door.
Yeah.
To big dick you.
And he's giving out Almond Joys now. So
I didn't pick the Almond Joys, but the kids.
So, anyways,
wanted it.
So did these kids? Were they dicks about it? Did they take a bunch? What happened?
They were like, someone walked up and they're like, an Almond Joy, what? And they're like, and the other kids were like, Almond Joy, what? And they all started like diving into the bowl looking for more Almond Joys, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dude,
like,
your neighborhood's nerdy.
I was like, who are you kids? My wife actually, so I went in and told my wife later, and she texted me yesterday, like during the day. She was like, dude, because we have candy left over. She's like, dude, I remembered what you told me about Almond Joys, and I was like, do I need to try it again? So I opened one and tried it. She was like, it was awful. I spit it out and had to immediately eat a Twix.
Yeah,
really? I don't hate
Twix
it.
And Kit Kats that the kids left.
They left peanut butter cup. They left Reese's. They left.
You don't leave Reese's. You can leave a Kit Kat.
They left. Yeah, I don't like Kit Kat that much.
I think that's fine. Yeah, but Reese's is top tier.
Top tier.
Top tier.
Left
all of it behind to dig for Almond Joys. Actually, the best one in the bag, and as a super underrated candy to me, is 100 Grand Bar.
Oh, 100%. What?
It's fine.
You have 100 grand.
It's good.
Grandpa.
I just put a bowl of Werther's out.
Yes.
And the kids went crazy for it. No. We actually, Giorgio came over with Joel and your girlfriend.
Yes.
And gave you the table with the full candy bars. How did you feel about it? Did you feel like a big dick in town?
I felt like some sort of Roman emperor tossing bread out to starving
Daddy
children.
Warbucks kind of thing.
Exactly.
You're children, take.
Exactly.
Yeah, you were just giving them away. Yeah. You're like, take more. Yeah, I was like, Giorgio, calm down.
I was more impressed by the selection of gators that would keep pulling up.
Yeah.
Rob said it was a full bar neighborhood. It is a 8-seater gator neighborhood.
Yeah, they really do. They stepped it up.
Yeah.
I still have my, lowly golf cart.
It's a pimped out golf cart.
It's pimped out, but these gators are fucking insane.
Right. They're more than our cars.
Yeah. 100%.
And the decorations that your neighborhood puts out, if you don't have 20-foot spiders and ghosts and goblins, if it isn't LED controlled, if there isn't fog machines in your front yard, who are you?
There was a lot of people leaving the bowls of candy, which I don't know.
That's lame.
You can't find one person to man the fucking door. Do you know what I mean?
I do have something to tell you.
Then the kids come through. What?
There was a lot of requests. There were a lot of princesses who showed up late asking for Jax. He was busy playing tag.
Oh.
But quite a few were like lingering and not wanting to go to the other houses.
Okay.
How many razor blades did you give out on Sunday night?
I gave out weed. I gave out weed gummies. Be careful, parents. You might get some weed gummies. Yeah, right. I kept those for myself, obviously. And only one razor blade, and it was just to a neighbor that I didn't like.
Did you see the one mom in the Magic 8-Ball outfit?
Yes.
So normally when you hear a Magic 8-Ball outfit, you see something big and round looking like an 8-ball. She is in a skin-tight, black, full body outfit.
Yes, and it's literally just the thing in the front that... It was one of those, it was like, and I was Dog the Bounty Hunter, classic. Went really well. So, we did it. We did it up. Older neighborhood, but...
Were there any teen hijinks? Anybody get egged? Anybody get TP?
No.
Yeah, that's Mischief Night. That's the night before.
That's the night before?
Mm-hmm. Mischief Night is October 30th.
Oh.
It's a Northeast thing.
We used to just fuck around on Halloween.
No.
Yeah.
Which is like later on Halloween.
No, you hit them with the toilet paper and the eggs the night before.
That kind of... So you just fuck up
all their
decorations? So you just
ruin their whole decorations and everything? Cool.
Smash their pumpkins.
Cool. I don't remember that. I thought you smashed the pumpkins that night.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I just lived in neighborhoods that were like a little bit more...
This is just a Northeast thing. It's like, you think you're fucking better than me?
Yeah, seriously.
Fuck you.
I've never heard of that. I've seen him like that night being like, all right, you're fucking done with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm throwing him into the street. But Dan, that's you like ripped down all their decorations like the night before?
So fucked up. That just like ruins the kids' Halloween. They like walk out on the lawn and they're like spooky minion inflatables just knifed open.
And then it's just like depressing Halloween because you're like trying to...
If you have one of those giant inflatable, like even
I hate
Christmas,
inflatables.
The Santa Claus inflatables and stuff, those always get popped.
I hate
Someone
inflatables.
always knifes those.
I have a bunch. Yeah. Not for Christmas, just for Halloween because they're easy.
Brittany and Kane had the inflatable costumes.
Oh, they had the inflatable costumes, which Kane does every year. He wears this super uncomfortable, huge, hot thing and then complains the whole time. So, Kane, this is for you. You're not wearing that shit next year. Like, get something that's comfortable because you can't fucking stand the heat, dude. You've got to get out of the kitchen, my friend.
Especially, he doesn't live in the Midwest anymore. So it's going to be fucking hot on.
Dude, it was hot as shit.
Yeah.
And he can't see. And, it's like, whatever. Anyway. Yeah. I sent you something, Bob, along the lines of this Alec Baldwin situation. Can we play that because it's Twitter or no? Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Oh, before you pull that up. No, let's do that one first. So I don't know if we're just, again, like Alec Baldwin still out there doing his thing. Chrissy Teigen still around. Nothing really happened to her. We're still just like...
She did her time. Did she?
Well,
and honestly, I'm fine.
Did she? Again.
I don't care about her coming back because I think most people should come back.
Right. But I would like there to be some kind of... I don't think I like the like sneaking back in. Right? Like I don't like the like...
Or like, just the like uneven...
Like backdooring.
Like some people are never allowed back and other people it's like, oh, she's fine now. Or like they're fine now.
I think because she never apologized... Well, I guess she did apologize. And then laid low. But not really.
It's because they missed like standing her on Twitter.
Yeah, and you're right. You made a point that was like, look, don't you actually want to hate her and see her to hate her? Yes. Hillary Baldwin? No. Chrissy Teigen, I have enough hatred that I kind of want. So look at this little gem of just amazingness.
I actually like candy corn.
I do too! Me too!
my, that's so funny. I'm too scared to say it.
You're also dressed like a candy corn.
It's so controversial to say these days.
If you say that you like candy corn, people will like walk away.
So funny. I just said that yesterday, and I was like, it tastes like buttery syrup to me. Like this is Buttersworth.
Melts in your mouth.
This is like a conversation, Bob, you're going to be in it. This is a conversation you're going to hear, right? Like this is what it feels like to me, and what triggered me was that it was just such a conversation that I would hear from, like, I'm a dumpy mom, right? So that's the world that I'm in. These two little idiots, like, this is a show that's on TV.
Is she someone filling in for Wendy Williams?
Yeah.
Whitney's filling in for Wendy Williams? Okay.
It's not going well. It's not going well. Because everyone, no matter how cool you were, no matter how edgy, successful, amazing chick, like, you will always, disintegrate into this, I guess, into two little idiots just freaking out about candy corn and thinking that you're so weird, right?
Yeah.
All I wanted to do was just show that clip. You guys all can, like, get what you want from it.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis Black pretty much has the best take on candy corn that there is.
What is it?
There's only been so much candy corn ever made in the history of mankind, and that people eat the candy corn, they realize they hate the candy corn, they throw it out, then the candy corn people come and recycle the candy corn, and then redistribute
So no
it next
new
year.
candy corn has been made?
Since like 1930.
That's fair, because they're just huge bags that never get finished.
Yeah. But you guys, I actually love
candy corn. What? Oh my God. I love you guys. I know, because it just seems like if you say that, like, people freak out. And it's like, no, they don't.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God. Like, people always freak out when I'm like, I love candy corn and you should commit suicide. People always just freak out.
People just freak out when I just, like, bully little kids that are, like, being groomed. And I just, like, tell them to kill themselves. And they just go, like, what? Candy corn? Like, this is the exact thing. Like, she's doing the exact fucking thing that I've hated all along, which is just like, you're so funny and weird.
I think
as a producer, you just bring out a bowl of candy corn now and say, eat it.
Yeah, do you? You love it?
Look her in the eye.
You love it? Let me see you eat 5 pieces right now in front of me, you fucking liar.
I think celebrities are just so lost right now.
It's so true.
They don't know what to do.
They're all just like, right?
It's like, pay attention to me, please.
Yes. Pay attention to me. I've got a weird take on stuff. I like candy corn. Chrissy Teigen likes candy corn. We're best friends. Whitney Cummings, like, do you guys remember when she was kind of cool? Like,
and funny and had big tits.
Funny and like, made fun of fucking, women and, all of that.
She was kind of in that, like, Sarah Silverman, Chelsea Handler type of category.
Yes,
she was next up.
100% Chelsea Handler. What?
She was the next up. She was right after them.
Yes.
They all broke through, smashed it down for women, and it was like, Whitney, walk on in, do your thing, and then she sold out.
Well, Whitney and Amy Schumer were kind of the same time of getting famous, right?
And I liked Whitney. Like, Whitney was the anti-Amy Schumer for a while.
Yeah, she just, like, this clip, back in the day, Whitney Cummings, if she saw this clip, would fucking kill herself. Do you know what I mean? Like, she would be like, who is that fucking loser? Who is she talking to? Chrissy Teigen? And they're, like, besties? And they're freaking out about candy corn? Like, what is wrong?
Wasn't her sitcom was a little cheese dick, wasn't it?
Sitcoms were cheese dick, but she was making shit tons of money, and then she would go out and do fucking her
and D'Elia.
Yeah, right? Remember that? She was that, but she wrote Two Broke Girls and like all of her stuff. She knew the formula for sitcom, right? It wasn't amazing or edgy. She just made money, and then she would go out and do stand up and be fucking, edgy and weird and just be like, yeah, I'm fucking rich and this is why, and I work my ass off, and she just along the way lost her fucking mind.
Is this what happens when you give women money? Especially if they're single.
100%.
Like, single women past a certain age, you just adopt a bunch of animals, start dating like kind of a brown 22-year-old, and then just dye your hair different colors.
I think that everyone, man, woman, whatever, however you want to do it, friend-wise, whatever, I think everyone needs some kind of touchstone or gauge in their life to keep them from going fucking crazy. And especially if you have any kind of following, right? Yeah. Like you need one person that's just like, whether it's your spouse or mom or, you know, whatever, kids, whatever it is, to keep you from doing this kind of shit.
Me and Dan talk about this all the time, and we've talked about it since we were at TFM. People often, most of the time even, become their bit.
Right. So, and they don't, and it's happened slowly, and they don't even see it happening, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you wake up one day and you're on a couch with short pink hair talking to Chrissy Teigen about how fucking crazy it is that you like candy corn. Right?
So did she become her, did she get so good at creating sitcoms that she accidentally became as cheesy as the thing she was writing?
No, because I also like to think that people make fun of things that they actually want to be.
100%.
As like a kind of...
Oh, 100%. I do.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that I make fun of are things that I'm jealous of, right?
And you're just putting up a front and you
and being like, oh, that's stupid because like I don't want Chrissy Teigen's house or her life. Like, duh. Yeah. Guess what? She still looks great.
Right.
Her house is fucking awesome.
John
She's
Legend.
Best-selling author. The only thing I don't want is John Legend.
You don't want John Legend singing to you at the foot of your bed?
And that's not a joke. I cannot find one sexy thing about John Legend. I've tried. I tried to be like, what is it that she is seeing? Right? And I can't find it. So no. I don't, that's the only thing I don't want. But absolutely right. Even me making fun of Whitney Cummings. She's single. She has no kids. She lives in a fucking mansion. She parties all the time. Like, am I jealous of that? Sure. Do I want to hear her, like, talking about cool shit still? Fine. Yes. But you're absolutely right. Dan, you motherfuck. Thanks a lot.
I know it's deep.
No, you're just right. Whatever. All right, let's get to some sponsors really quick, and then we'll talk about the lady suing Kellogg's.
Nice. I have a crime corner for you as well.
Ooh, beautiful.
It's local. I told these guys about it yesterday.
Okay.
But we do sponsors first, but you'll enjoy this.
Okay. I'll let you...
It's called a tease in the biz.
Ooh, that's what we call it. All right, let's see. Oh, we switched it. Okay. First up, we have ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Ghostbed, the premier bed in a box. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have some kind of ghost bed in your house. Everyone listening, whether it's a twin or you got a nice king-size cooling mattress and an adjustable base and got 40% off that bundle. So the bundle that you're getting 40% off is the mattress and adjustable base, right? Which is an insane deal. You're basically getting one of those things for free. Ghostbed also, so one of the favorite parts of Ghostbed is that each mattress has a cooling technology in it. So if you get hot at night, like me, not to brag, but I'm a sweaty Betty, I get hot at night, so I need everything to be cooling, which it is. The pillows, the sheets, the bed, it's all cooling me down. You can also get 30% off everything if you use the code DRINKINGBROS at ghostbed.com/drinkingbros. So go to ghostbed.com/drinkingbros and then put in the promo code DRINKINGBROS at checkout for 30% off. You can buy a mattress for like $35 a month if you do the finance plan as well. So do it. If you don't have a ghost bed, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Next up, we have Cardomax.com. Cardomax is we do the energy intensifier here. They have a bunch of different products, so go check them out at cardomax.com. But the energy intensifier is what we all are on at the office. It's owned and operated by former Navy SEAL Sean Madsen, and the Cardomax Energy Intensifier has B3, B6, B12 vitamins, and caffeine, BCAAs. And their flavors are amazing. They have pink lemonade and blue raspberry. So if you use promo code Nooners, you can get 30% off your next 4 orders at cardomax.com. That's Cardomax, CARDOMAX.com. Cardomax.com, helping you achieve your max. Next up, to go right along with your Cardomax Energy Intensifier, you need to add Liquid IV. So I don't know about you guys. I know Texas is still a little bit hot, but we are really getting into winter out here. I know it doesn't feel like it during the day, but in the morning it does. And that is when it's actually harder to stay hydrated. Because you're not like sweating a bunch, you don't realize that you need to, your skin is going to be getting drier, your eyes are going to be drier, and you're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Cooler weather makes it easier to miss the signs of dehydration, okay? And flu season also is in full swing. So these are all reasons why you need to be hydrated. 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you faster and more efficiently than water alone. Not only that, but the product tastes great with flavors like watermelon, strawberry, and lemon lime. Lemon lime is my favorite. I know that's boring, but it just is refreshing and is easy to get down your water. We don't all like to drink a bunch, like a big gallon of water, like Dan, he probably does at the gym. He's one of those big gallon drinkers. I'm not. I'm one that like forgets to drink water, and then I have to be like, oh shit, I need to drink 6 fucking glasses right now. Well, I don't have to. I can just put Liquid IV in my glass of water, and then I'm good to go. Also, I have to say Liquid IV also does good while making you feel good. The company is donating 4 million servings in response to COVID-19. Products are being donated to hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, and active military. Liquid IV has donated over 11 million servings globally. So grab your favorite Liquid IV flavors nationwide at Walmart, or get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Nooners at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order. When you get better hydration today using promo code Nooners at liquidiv.com, you know, Walmart, they're not going to give you the 25% off, and it's not going to be delivered to your house. So just go to liquidiv.com and use promo code Nooners. Okay. What are we talking about now? All right. So let's go to this woman sues Kellogg's because the amount of money is what is really... So woman sues Kellogg over lack of strawberries in strawberry Pop-Tarts and seeks $5 million. So how she's getting to this number, I'm not really sure, but a woman seeking $5 million, accusing the popular cereal company of misleading customers into thinking its strawberry Pop-Tarts contain more strawberries than they actually do. It's among a wave of lawsuits alleging Big Food is labeling its products in ways that make them seem healthier than they are. Now, look, does anyone believe that Pop-Tarts are in any way healthy? Who are these people?
Even if there were real strawberries in it, full real strawberries, is it healthy to eat a pastry for breakfast?
Pastry with, it's still got the frosting on it. Still going to have sugar in there with it. What is happening? It's going to be thrown out. But just like there was one, I don't know how long ago, but somebody tried to sue that the Crunch Berry cereal didn't have any berries in it. To which the judge had to say to this person, there is no fruit that exists in the world named crunch berries. Therefore, do you know what I mean? Like, actually this went to court, and this was actually said to the person.
Taxpayer money.
Yeah.
Used.
the $5 million, that's kind of, that number is sort of like, how did you get to that? You know, most people you can be like, oh, you know, damages and trauma, you know, right? Like, you have to pay for why $5 million because you thought strawberry Pop-Tarts were fucking healthy. It's insane.
Who's her lawyer?
Okay, so her lawyer is actually someone that does this a lot.
Right, of course.
Yeah. He's actually never won, but he's this guy. I think he said that, he just kind of wants to stick it to the man. He's like, it's like anything. They add, 10 cents on your phone bill without you knowing it. And after a while you're paying, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like he's just kind of pissed about like the deception of everything.
He's going to bring down capitalism.
Right? Yeah. Single-handedly. He's going to bring these frivolous lawsuits. They're all going to be thrown out, and he's going to be like, I did it.
Devil's avocado here.
Please.
I think I may know some young mothers, especially living in North Carolina and Missouri, who think it's fine to feed their children Pop-Tarts.
Now, by the way, we don't... I'm going to add myself in there. We don't think it's fine, but... we're fucking busy, right? Like, there's not one of us that goes, you know what? This is healthy. Ever, right? It's just, I don't put soda in the baby bottle. You know what I mean? But I definitely, have given sugary cereals in the morning and been like, ugh, fuck.
Yeah.
But whatever.
And maybe, I'm just saying, maybe they don't have to be 400 calories of Pop-Tart. Like, maybe what you think is a serving for your child is over half their caloric intake for the day.
And I get that, but, have you ever had the ones that are healthy?
They suck.
They're not fucking good, okay?
No.
And kids don't like them, and nobody fucking likes them. So if you're going to eat something healthy, you got to just eat something healthy.
But if we can make a car that drives itself...
right.
Can't we get, somewhere in the middle...
No, I know.
Like decent.
That's what I always say. Car that drives itself, put a man on the moon, but there's not an antidepressant that doesn't make you fat. That's insane. Or a Pop-Tart that's healthy, that tastes good, all of that. But there's I don't
understand how you could have a healthy Pop-Tart. It's like, it's literally like, why am I so fat? I've been eating nothing but cherry pie.
It's
Cherries
exactly
and fruits.
Right. It's exactly right. Or people that do low fat stuff. Right. It's low fat Pop-Tart. Yeah. And it's 100% sugar. The disconnect there is you can't help those people.
But is that disconnect on purpose? Should we riot?
Well, that was created by the food pyramid back in the day.
Right. The whole grains at the bottom.
Fat is you should have the least amount of
Fat's the devil, right? Yeah. And then they just put sugar in everything and
make it taste good, so then they sell more of it.
Right. The point is, if you are eating something that tastes good in that way, there's people that change their, the way that they taste food and they don't have sugar, and so fruit tastes good to them, whatever, losers.
Now you sound like my girlfriend.
Is that your girlfriend?
It's a little triggering.
Yeah.
Yeah, she I can't use Tide anymore. She even changed my detergent.
How long do you think that's going to last, that relationship?
Forever.
7 days.
Forever. So she doesn't listen, especially if it's just me on here. God. But yeah, so if something tastes rule of thumb, if something tastes really good, it's not going to be healthy, right? We can just assume that. And so if something says non-fat or whatever and it tastes really good to you, you have to be like, hang on, there's something else in here. So this lady is hilarious. Also, can you find Ben? I really do hate talking about these people too, but I think I'm feeling for Jennifer Garner a little bit in this situation. Ben and J-Lo trick or treat with the kids in the same neighborhood. And look how Jennifer Lopez looks and look how Garner rolled out, which look, okay, you didn't dress up at all, first of all, and then secondly, you're going to run into Jennifer Lopez looking like that? I feel for her. I don't like her, but I feel for her.
Because J-Lo's even kind of casual right now, but she still looks good.
No, she has full makeup and hair. She has ponytail extension in. She has some leopard, she dressed up, right, to go with the kids. And then she runs into
Garner's
frumpy
in
jeans. I know.
Man's LL Bean quarter zip.
know, dude. And the big, like, chunky black glasses, and I don't know. And then who is she with? I just, that would be really hard, I think. I wonder how, I really wondered.
Doesn't seem fun.
You what?
Doesn't seem fun.
Doesn't seem fun, and I wonder deep down, like, how she really is coping now, seeing this. Because this is trick-or-treating with your kids.
Right.
This isn't like I'm just running to the store. Like, you are in a pretty prominent neighborhood trick-or-treating with your children. So, you know, I wonder how she's actually doing. I know she, you know, puts on a brave face, all of that, but
has like a good Instagram or something.
Yeah, I would check on her a little bit, I think. I think just like getting the eggs from the chickens in her backyard and making cookies and all of that. I don't know how long that's going to sustain her mental health. You know what I'm saying? When you run into J-Lo looking like that.
And you got to think that you have to think that she's the primary caregiver to her children. Right? Like, she's handling the kids most of the time.
100%. Like, she probably dressed him and then was like, okay, right. I guess you're going with J-Lo.
So then you have Ben coming over with, like, his hot ex, now current again. And Ben, all he does is, like, smoke cigarettes and, like, shoot a movie with Ridley Scott and, like, doing whatever he wants.
He comes out on top.
It's easy to win the divorce when you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't care who you are, like, there is no way that anyone can't be mentally, emotionally affected by your ex-husband going back to the, like, big love that they were dating before you. There's just no way that you're going to be cool with that, right? There's no way that you don't think, was he thinking about her the whole time? Did he ever love me? I mean, all of that, right? There's no way. I don't care who you are, even if you're frumpy-ass Jennifer Garner. Like,
can Jennifer Garner get it together? Can she take this moment and then become the new hot ex again?
I don't find her attractive in any way, but maybe she can. Maybe she can. Maybe she just comes out. But then that would be weird too, right? So whatever. I think really it's kind of hardcore what happened to her. And I don't know if we're talking about it enough. You know what I'm saying? I think we're talking about those two fucking thirsty motherfuckers way too much. And like, this is how Garner goes out. Something's going on. Something's wrong.
I just think she's like a relatively normal human being. And she's like, oh, Christ, whatever.
So am I, but I'm not fucking walking the streets on Halloween like that. I'm relatively normal as well.
Yeah.
No, I'd at least the brush would go through the hair. At least. You know, and that's the other thing is people are going to be taking pictures.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Again, you're not just running out for coffee and it's like, oh, fuck. Someone took a picture of me. But anyway, I feel bad for her. So let's do your little crime corner and we'll get out of here. Not little crime corner. Very important. Yeah. Amazing. Huge. Sorry.
What did someone air quote the other day? That was like, I forget what it was. So yet another murder has occurred near the office, near the studio.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel safe.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I think that God is just giving you what you want, which is surrounding you with death.
So that maybe one day I can walk out and find a fucking body, right?
Yes.
It's just inching closer to me. Okay, I understand.
So, not too far from here, it's just on the other side of 35. There's a little strip of restaurants and stuff. Have you ever seen Wine Belly? It's on Old Torf.
Yes.
So this DoorDash driver rolls up to pick up food from either Wine Belly or one of the other restaurants that was right there.
Okay.
And this fucking boot vulture, because he parked in a Cricket Wireless spot, not a Wine Belly spot. So this boot vulture pops out, boots his car.
In that time?
And the DoorDash guy's like, what the fuck, dude? No. And is like, get off my car, and like tries to kind of get him off with his foot. And boot vulture pops up, and they start fighting in like apparently like not even in like a good fight. You know, they're just like, stop, get the fuck over here. And the boot vulture is like, oh, I'm in danger, and pulls a knife out of his knife holster that's on his belt.
The parking attendants are armed, huh?
I guess. And just fucking stabs the DoorDash driver, and he bleeds out in the parking lot.
Bleeds out?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good crime corner. Jesus.
Yeah.
Because, by the way, have you guys have all gotten boots on your car before? Or is it just me?
I've never been booted before, no.
Oh, okay, I've gotten booted twice. Booed? Yeah, I get booed
yes.
every day that I walk out of my house. But I thought that was just everyone. Oh, thank you. It's actually comforting. I like a little bit of consistency. But yeah, I've gotten the boot, and how furious it makes you. Like, I understand that. And that quickness, too. Like, I've gotten it where I've, like, parked overnight somewhere, and you get there the next day, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Right.
But not, like, just running in to grab food. Like, that would infuriate me to the point of, I mean, I see why he was fighting him. Because you're just like, what in the fuck, dude?
The guy was basically there to extort him.
You what?
That guy, the boot guy, was basically just there to extort people.
Yeah, he's just sitting there with it. I mean, to be able to, like, pull up that information, get the boot, and, like, do you know what I mean? Do that in that time.
It's better than being murdered by that guy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying I understand the guy wanting to fight him, right? And then the dumb little fucking meter maid guy is scared for his life.
Like, he's working for tips.
Yeah. So you've just, like, he's stuck now at Wine Belly. This person isn't going to get their food. And then he's, like, done for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And it's just so fucking fucked up.
Yeah. They did arrest the guy. So he didn't, whatever, I mean, like...
Oh, the guy that murdered the other dude? Yeah. I would hope so, Bob.
Well, I don't know if he probably tried to play it off like, oh, self-defense.
Self-defense, please.
It's like a DoorDash driver, some fucking poor-ass DoorDash driver who's just trying to get by. He's like the only guy even working for DoorDash.
That's why I'm saying is because, like, I relate to, like, starting the fight and then being like, oh my God, am I fucking dying?
Yeah.
Now, like, I was just so pissed and now I'm fucking getting stabbed by a meter maid?
Yeah.
This is life?
You don't want to die with your last thought being, what?
What? Like, I should not have fought that meter maid? Didn't ever think I would say that, right? Like, you think you could just fight them. Anyway.
I think so, yeah. He was
right? He sounds very Zimmerman to me, right?
He's
extremely Zimmerman. Like, you boot the car in the middle of the night on that side of Oltorf, right?
Yeah.
Piss somebody off, then we're fighting, and then you're probably going to be like self-defense. You fucking worm.
Absolute power corrupts, absolutely.
Zimmerman.
Think about the other side of that transaction, though. Like, what did the person who was waiting on their food think?
Oh, my God, yeah. Who do you...
They're just like...
like, where does...
Like, I hope this guy fucking dies.
Yeah, like, you follow the DoorDash, right? Because you could follow the car, and you're like, dude, what are you doing just fucking sitting at Wine Belly?
Are you just in the parking lot?
Go, dude, just go. So fucked up. And then when do you ever even find that out? The news the next day? I mean,
yeah, it was all over the local news.
It's not like DoorDash is like, sorry, your driver's dead. I don't know if they have the thing on there, do they? For when the driver dies? Yeah,
well, the driver might have to update it. So as he's bleeding out,
yeah, so he would have to be like, yeah. So, yeah, he probably passed it off or called another guy while he was bleeding out just because DoorDash is so good. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even see that.
Does the orderer of the food feel any guilt? Is their buyer some sort of, like, remorse for sending him on that fatal mission?
You have to. It's like it's an Alec Baldwin, bring us full circle. Like, who is actually at fault?
Yeah.
We're not ruling anybody out.
Nope.
That meter maid needs to fucking go to Vermont.
Yeah. You got to think he'll get at least, like, interviewed by the police just to dot some I's and cross some T's, right?
I would hope he's in fucking jail, to be honest with you. Like,
the guy who ordered the food?
No. The guy that fucking stabbed.
Yeah.
The government worker that fucking stabbed.
Oh, no, not a government worker.
Oh,
this is a private guy hired by the fucking strip mall to extort people. Yeah. It's like a tow truck guy. Yeah.
You can't get there's not a private boot company.
Yeah, I don't think it's legal to actually do it, but people do it. And so it's just a guy.
Are you kidding me? That makes it so much worse.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a city guy. This is a private little boot vulture that gets hired. Die. Yeah, that gets hired by the strip mall.
No, he needs to
extort people for parking in the wrong spot.
No, that's Zimmerman shit. He needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
Now, immediately.
Yeah.
And he needs to talk to the police right away without a lawyer.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't lawyer up. I want you to tell him everything and go to jail forever.
The cop should just walk in and be like, now this sounds like self-defense. tell me about. And then the guy can just be like, oh man, totally.
Yeah.
Here's what happened.
Yeah, so I love So, we just got to read you. You've heard the Miranda rights before. I heard a confession the other day because it's my favorite thing to listen to. But they were like, yeah, you've watched crime shows, right? These Miranda right things. They make it so fucking casual. They have different ways to just like keep you from getting a lawyer. It's insane. Anyways, we need to get out of here, but thank you guys for joining Just Me. I know it's very disappointing for you, but don't worry. Ross will be back very soon, and we'll see you Thursday. And good afternoon.